A lot of us have big dreams, big goals. And when you have goals that are maybe outside your reach, you have to know that getting to that goal, you're gonna have a lot of bad days, a lot of setbacks. I was not always this strong guy you see. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today. All I wanted to be was an uncommon man. In my whole life, I was not that. Much worse than that.
In a world where challenges seem insurmountable and dreams feel out of reach, there emerges a beacon of unyielding determination. This is the story of David Goggins, a man who defied the odds and forged his own path to greatness.
I wasn't born healthy. I wasn't born with some great body alignment, some great, I have sickle cell, I have all kind of health issues, all kind of, I'm f***ed up. So I had a choice to make. And the choice was, growing up, okay, this hurts, that hurts. We can just sit down and do nothing. Or we can see how far we can push the human body.
In a world where challenges seem insurmountable and dreams feel out of reach, there emerges a beacon of unyielding determination. This is the story of David Goggins, a man who defied the odds and forged his own path to greatness.
Goggins is described as one of the toughest men on the planet.
The athlete, speaker, soldier, and New York Times bestselling author, often referred to as the hardest motherfucker on planet Earth.
He's the only man in history to complete elite training as a Navy SEAL, Army Ranger, and Air Force Tactical Air Controller. He's also an ultramarathon runner with more than 60 races under his belt.
Running 101 miles in 19 hours, 203 miles in 48 hours, and breaking the world record for 4,030 pull-ups in just 17 hours.
Goggins has published a memoir and self-help book called Can't Hurt Me, Master Your Mind and Defy the Odds.
Born into adversity, David Goggins faced obstacles that would break most. Growing up in a broken home plagued by poverty and abuse, he learned the harsh lessons of survival at a young age.
Well, he had depression. He was obese. He had health issues. He sucked in most measurable ways, he'll tell you himself. He could barely read. He cheated his way through school.
But even in the darkest of times, David refused to be defined by his circumstances. With an iron will and unwavering resolve, he turned his pain into fuel for transformation.
One day, he had to change. He calls it hardening his mind. How? That's the point. It is not some secret, it's a method.
Driven by a desire to become more than his past, David enlisted in the armed forces, where he discovered the power of discipline and perseverance. But it was on the battlefield of his own mind that his greatest battles would be fought.
It's like when I was losing 106 pounds in 3 months, the first 2 weeks, it's like I was gaining weight. I would lose a pound, gain 2. So I was just failing. I kept failing and kept failing and kept failing. So I had to teach myself how to fail right. And what that means is when I fail, I can't spend much time in that fail zone. I have to be able to get up and get after the next day just as fast, because my goals were to be a Navy SEAL. I don't have time to stay here and feel bad for myself for weeks and months and years, because I'll lose that time.
David Goggins' journey to lose weight is a testament to his unwavering discipline and relentless pursuit of excellence. Faced with the daunting task of shedding over 100 pounds to qualify for Navy training, Goggins approached the challenge with characteristic determination and resilience. Through disciplined adherence to a strict regimen of diet and exercise, Goggins transformed his body, refusing to yield to excuses or setbacks along the way. His unshakable commitment to his goal, coupled with an ironclad mindset, propelled him through grueling workouts and dietary sacrifices, ultimately achieving his desired weight loss and earning his place among the elite ranks of the SEALs. Through relentless training and a refusal to accept mediocrity, David shattered the limits of what was believed possible. With each step, he proved that the only true obstacle in life is the one we create within ourselves.
And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't do it. And that's where you fail. You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of spark, you can burn a whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to learn to be, you have to be your best self when you're least motivated.
David Goggins epitomizes the distinction between being driven and merely motivated, embodying a relentless pursuit of excellence fueled by an inner fire rather than fleeting external inspirations. Unlike mere motivation, which often wanes in the face of adversity, Goggins' drive emanates from a deep-seated sense of purpose and an unwavering commitment to self-improvement. He doesn't rely on fleeting bursts of inspiration, but instead cultivates an indomitable will that propels him forward, regardless of circumstances. Goggins' journey from overcoming a turbulent childhood to conquering the world's most grueling physical challenges underscores the power of sheer determination and grit in transcending limitations and achieving extraordinary feats. His philosophy underscores the importance of cultivating an internal drive that withstands the tests of time, adversity, and doubt, serving as a beacon of inspiration for all who seek to unleash their full potential.
So I would take it like, who would even think about doing this? So I would sit on my couch saying, who at 297, who can swim that great, who's scared of the water, would have the balls to man up, quit a job, and go and to put everything on himself. So it's how I started talking to myself and putting myself in a whole different category, and that would fuel me the next day, and I just kept using that as fuel. No one would do this shit. No one would do this shit. You're the baddest motherfucker around. You're the baddest motherfucker ever lived. This drive and passion, and it may come from nothing. Like for me, there was no passion, no drive, no nothing. But I had this fire that I'm going to be somebody. And it has to be there because on all those bad days, on all those days you don't want to do shit, you have to be your own motivator, your own coach, your own trainer, your own everything. So to do that, you have to come into work, whatever your work may be, ready to go. And what that means is you may have failed miserably yesterday, but you come to work like, you're like, man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you this damn motivated? Because this is what it takes. This is what the fuck it takes. And you got to get it from wherever you can. Whether you make up this illusion of your life or this false reality that gets you motivated, whatever gets you motivated, it's got to be here at the tip of your brain at all times.
In a world full of excuses and limitations, David Goggins stands as a reminder that we are capable of so much more than we dare to believe. So, what's your excuse? It's time to rise above the noise, to push past the pain, and to become unbreakable. This is the legacy of David Goggins.